Hello everyone, this is CJ992 and today I have some footage of the Simply the Best Cup that was out I think last week. I took my BPL squad with, and as we get loaded up here we've got an 85 rate squad, 95 chemistry, just your bog standard BPL side. That's why gold tournaments are really boring because it's always the same players you'll play. I think every position, maybe Hernandez, swap him with a Bonglahor or Bent and that's basically it. But this guy was really tough to break down. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was ultra defense, but he's a real pain in the ass to get. And in the 32nd minute, Robin van Persie did some nice moves and curls it in the net. I don't know if you noticed, but he absolutely nailed Balotelli during that highlight. He done that the whole game. I don't know if he hates Balotelli or that he's racist, but either way, he was absolutely nailing Balotelli every time I touched the ball. I think he got about 4 people booked in the end. It was quite crazy. And in the 37th minute, lovely goal here. This is what you'll get in goal tournaments all day, all long. Pace abuse and tramp goals. That's why I stick to silver teams and bronze teams, because it does get really boring just watching these kind of highlights. And as you can see, he needs to see it 3 times because he can't believe how sad he is. They need to do a tramp goal when he's got all that pace and he still can't abuse it. But in the 56th minute, we do some nice work here. And I don't know if you can count this as a tramp, but if you do, what goes around comes around to the guy. I really wanted Balotelli to score because he kept fouling him, so I just chipped it over for him and let him volley in. And of course, Balotelli just finishes it perfect. That's the informed Balotelli. It's actually really strong. I didn't know he was going to be that strong on the ball, but he's really deadly. But straight from the kick-off, I kind of failed doing skill moves here, but a nice 1-2 between Aguero and Cabaye. And Cabaye's going to chip the goalkeeper. A chip volley right into the back of the net. Perfect goal to give us a 3-1 advantage in the 56th minute of the game. I actually thought he was going to quit here because before the 2 goals scored, he wasn't really going anywhere. He was just kind of passing it, that ticky-tacky passing bullshit. I didn't think he'd even tried to have another shot on target the whole game. Well, at least up to this point anyway. But that makes it 3-1, and in the 88th minute, I try and do the header with Van Persie, miss it, but luckily it comes back to Ivanovic, and Ivanovic is just going to whack it in the bottom corner. Ivanovic is, I think, one of the most underrated best defenders in the BPL. Like, no one seems to use him. Well, at least the people I come against, and he's actually one of my favourites. But that's the 87th minute now, and as you can see, he's put the control pad down, and I'm just going to take advantage. I had to get Balotelli to score. And as you can see, I can manage to take the ball off easily because I'm used to people doing this, and Balotelli's just going to smash that from the outside of the box into the top corner of the net. And I know it looks like I'm doing a shush celebration, but what I actually did was press X, because when I try new players I like to see what their default celebration is, and sadly for me it was a shush celebration, so I'm not a dickhead, it's just, I'm just stupid. That was a nice finishing, and of course I had to watch the replays just to annoy him, because it was Balotelli. And in the 90th minute he did actually start playing again here. I did some nice work with Aguero, and actually that was a shot, but it came straight to Van Persie, and Van Persie just finishes it. And during this, I don't know if I cut out, but he was sending me messages, calling me a dickhead and a glitcher, and after he called me a dickhead and a glitcher, he messaged me like 20 minutes later when I was in the next game and asked me if I wanted duplication. So that was priceless. But as you can see, there's my squad there. It's loading up. You can pause the video and go back. But the next game, into the quarterfinals, it's loaded up against a fellow Rangers fan. So I was expecting a tough game here. Now, of course, there's an 85 rated squad, 100% chemistry, informed left back, I think it's Akoto or something like that, and informed Walker, and the rest of the squad's just your average BPL side again. Dave Luiz is again really hard to break down, but I was kind of confident enough to batter in the last guy, and as you can see, he messaged me saying nice team, so that was quite nice. So in the 10th minute, Cabaye, he's got a really lovely through ball, just passes it straight into Aguero. Aguero does what he does best, blast it back the goalkeeper into the back of the net. Team of the Year Cabaye managed to get him for, I think, 85k by now after the first happy hour, because the prices always drop after the first happy hour, and then start to rise again as it gets closer to Wednesday. So I managed to pick him up for that price, and I sold him for 125 on the Sunday, just after the second happy hour, so that was quite good. And as you can see, he just kept pausing it, so I'm just going to show you some of the stats. You could pause the video and look back if you want, and you could see some of the stats. But this was quite a shock because we were actually having a good game, and look where he goes and done. He brung on a bungler and just tried to pace abuse the rest of the game, which was quite a shock because we were kind of having a good game, and I thought he wasn't a dickhead. But it shows that there's even dickheads that support Rangers. Bringing on a bungler is embarrassing, so I'm ashamed to even know him. David Silva's going to play a nice ball to Aguero. Aguero's going to let it run through his legs. I can't stress how useful that move actually is. Don't know if many people do it because I never really see anybody doing it in other videos and commentaries. But just hold R1 when the ball's coming to you and it just slips in between your legs and you can go in for a fast counter attack. That's probably one of the best tips I can actually give you. And Aguero, of course, just smashes it in the bottom corner, and that's the end of the game. It finishes 2-1. But yeah, just if the ball's coming straight towards you and there's a defender towards the side to your guy, just press R1 and let it slip in between your legs, and it runs behind, and you always catch them on the fast break. So that's the way that game ends, and the next game loads up. There's my squad again for you. I've got a slightly longer that time, but just waiting for the next person comes up called Dorf Kicker. Uh, I think I just murdered that name, but the semi-final of the best of the round cup. I thought it was called simply the best, but whatever. 83 rated side, 100% chemistry. Aguero again. The rest of the team's kind of like a BPL slash Italian league slash Brazil league hybrid. Quite cool. But the game starts off in the 23rd minute with Balotelli hammering a header. The more games I seem to play, the more dominant Balotelli seemed to get. I would say out of all these players, the best one that played the best for me is probably Van Persie, but right behind him is going to be Balotelli. I thought Balotelli was excellent. Like, when I saw his in form, I think it was months ago, I always just kind of overlooked it. But actually using him for a lot of games, it actually shows you his strength in the ball, his passing, and his shooting. But as you can see, Robin Van Persie stealing all the spotlight, and just does some nice skill there, just curls it right into the top corner to give us a 2-0 advantage. But, 3-0 advantage, sorry. And in the 60th minute, Alexander Pato, I'd say it was a nice goal actually. It just volleys in, and in the 71st minute gets a lucky penalty. And I'm going to try and psych him out here by not moving, but he takes the penalty coolly and just slots it in the top left hand side of the corner with Alex, the Brazilian defender. And in the 89th minute, I managed to just slip Aguero through against Jose Peswinger. Oh, he's got an epic unibrow. I was watching the Champions League final last night, and I couldn't stop looking at his massive unibrow, and I couldn't stop imagining how Neuer was like the perfect German. He's like got blonde hair and he's got the blue eyes. Hitler would be so proud. So I kept thinking, but and as you can see, a couple of quick goals here, and through again. I never miss one-on-ones. Well, I rarely do anyway, and Aguero just finishes it to make it a 5-2 game. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's the end of the game. Some dancing there, and Balotelli's behind them, breaking it down. But that's going to be the end. If you want to see the final, I'm going to need some more likes because the last few videos have been getting kind of low likes and low views. So I'm going to try and get some more likes because every like does actually help the video get views because it comes up more in suggestions. So if anybody watches this and you're still watching this, make sure you hit that like button. And tomorrow, if we get 10 likes, I'll be showing you the final of the gameplay. And that's it. Thank you for watching. And of course, hit that like button. As I've mentioned, hit that subscribe button. I've been CJ Novo 992. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.